So we're on a little early. This is the JV game. Our JV stream is set through the calendar or through the scheduler for a game that starts at 5:45 that ends at 7. But since this game is so close, the stream just ended, and we decided we would turn the varsity stream on just so viewers can watch the end of this game. What you see right here is Rice Lake with a 2-point lead, 28 seconds left. Thatcher Walthall, he's a junior. Seven, 6. Thatcher's going to get in the corner. He's got to get a shot off. Ben Johnson at the buzzer off the rim. And that will do it. Apologies if you didn't get to see that and you're watching it later on this stream. What we will have now is the floor cleaned off and 15 minutes of warm-up time. I'm not going to talk through that whole thing, but we will be back here momentarily to preview Baldwin Woodville versus Rice Lake. Good evening and welcome to Baldwin Woodville High School in the West Gym for a non-conference basketball game between the Baldwin Woodville Blackhawks and the Rice Lake Warriors. I'm Jeremy Nygaard, joined by our cameraman Zach Ambrose for a Thursday night basketball game between, as I mentioned, the Hawks, who are 5-1 on the season, and Rice Lake, who is 3-2. Rice Lake coming from the Big Rivers Conference. So as you look at these team schedules, and if you've watched Benoit's breakdown, the relationship between Coach Benoit and Coach Orr kind of led to this matchup happening. 2 years ago, Rice Lake came, I believe, the Saturday to start Christmas break, and the Blackhawks beat them last year. Baldwin Woodville went to Rice Lake, where Rice Lake was victorious. We'll have this game for you tonight before taking a break. We'll have no live broadcast next week, and then we'll get back to it in the week after the New Year. So thanks for joining us tonight. These two teams, as I mentioned, Baldwin Woodville 5-1. Trying to get some pages to load here to give you some statistics. Blackhawks led in scoring by junior guard Evan Clausen. Evan's number 2. He will play point guard. Second on the team is Maddox Mahoney with 10 points a game. Third in scoring is James Borkart. James is on the bench. He has a leg injury. He will not be playing tonight. Cal Smith has played 3 games, averages 8 points a game. Cal was injured during the football season and is still getting himself back into basketball shape. Jeremy Jacobson, after dealing with his own leg injury, is back. He averages 7.2 points per game. Colin Fritz averages 5.5 points a game. Colin also dealing with some football stuff and is working his way back into shape. A number of others also contribute in scoring for the Blackhawks. Maddox Mahoney is the leading rebounder. If you watch Saturday's game, Maddox will empty his gas tank whenever he can, but the tank, it's a large tank because he has the ability to give max effort for up to 36 minutes. It's actually quite impressive and fun to watch Maddox play. On the Rice Lake side, as we try to get some stats open for them, I would assume without seeing that the team is led in scoring by junior guard Zach Orr. Zach is a 3-year starter for the Warriors. He was a freshman when they came here last time. His older brother Tyler would have graduated maybe just last year. I believe he is playing basketball at Winona State. It's a perfect time for the slow loading of the internet. So we'll have more stats for you as this game goes on. The Blackhawks will play next week in a holiday tournament in southern Minnesota, southeast Minnesota, near La Crosse. All right, here's some stats from the Rice Lake side. Led in scoring by number 10, a junior, Zach Orr. Zach averages 16.5 points a game. Stats are only through 3 games, so these are maybe a little off. Shooting about 33% from 3. I would anticipate seeing him take a half dozen or so threes tonight. JT Schradel, a senior, number 24, second on the team as of, I'm assuming these are the first 3 games that are entered on Wiz Sports. He averages 12 points a game. Will Johnson, number 34, a junior, averages 8.3. Evan Strand, a junior, number 5, averages 7.3. Connor Durand, number 0, a junior, averages 6.3 points per game. It appears that the Warriors, we're not even going to try to give any more stats because this computer is not working real well. And we are going to get into some pre-game introduction. So we will have the whole game for you. Again, if you were trying to watch into the JV game and it cut out, we apologize for that. The JV games are broadcast on a schedule that is inputted into Huddle, and the stream will automatically cut out at 7 o'clock. So if you miss those last few seconds, you can rewind this stream to see how that game ended. But it was a good ending, and unfortunate that the stream cut out when it did. So we will have this in its entirety. If you do run out of, or if you see the spinning circle, we'll get reconnected because sometimes we do drop Wi-Fi. So I'm going to turn things over to Don Timmerman for some in-arena introductions. All right, so starting for Rice Lake, number 0, junior Connor Duran, number 5, junior Evan Strand, number 10, junior Zach Orr, number 24, senior JT Stradle, and number 34, Will Johnson Jr. For the Hawks, a senior number 1, Cal Smith, a junior number 2, Evan Clausen, a senior number 10, Colin Fritz, a senior number 20, Ryan Vienendahl, and a senior number 24, Maddox Mahoney. It's going to be Clausen Stradle to jump up. Tipped to Mahoney and then possessed by Clausen, and we're underway here at Baldwin Woodville High School. The rhythmic clapping is coming from the Rice Lake bench. I couldn't see, like there's not a student section for Rice Lake, and Thought it might be the parents, but it's the bench as this possession approaches 30 seconds. Fritz, magnificent with his pivot foot, is off on that layup. Hawks in there, 3-2 defense with Clausen on top. Will not want to lose Zach Orr. Catches that one in the corner. Working in and out there, and it's Schradel with a bucket to put Rice Lake on the board. 2-0, 1 minute into the game. A lot of contact there, no whistle. Clausen is fouled as he attacks. He's going to go to the line and shoot two. Foul on Connor Durand. There was a statement released by the National Federation of High School Sports today. Clausen good on that first free throw. That was actually I kind of shook my head. It said what announcers at the scores table are and are not allowed to do. Clausen good on the second. And the one that I really kind of wondered about, it said announcers will not announce how many personal fouls or team fouls after a foul. They can announce who the foul is on, but not the other things, and I think that's ridiculous, obviously. That's Orr from way deep and good. Apparently there's been some misinformation announced, which has caused coaches to make decisions based on what an announcer has said. Personally, I think Don is one of the best announcers that we see. So, just a funny thing, if you come to games and you hear announcers sound different, that may be why. Now, me on the other hand, I can say whatever I want. So, that's what I'm going to continue to do. Whether it's right or wrong, the coaches are not going to make decisions based on what I'm saying. Rice Lake here with the ball, up 3. And Orr again, nothing but the bottom of the net. It's 8-2. Quick timeout by Coach Benoit. That's going to give me an opportunity to read and thank all of our sponsors here at Blackhawk TV. Baldwin Greenhouse, Firehelm Langer, Nielsen's Food, St. Croix Garage Door, Strikers Lanes and Sports Bar, Timmerman Realty, Wisconsin Credit Union, St. Croix Custom Apparel, Baldwin Lightstream, CW Garage Door Distribution, Fenner and Jewelers, Schaefer Financial Services, Blackhawk Garage Door, O'Connell Funeral Homes, A-Star Concrete, Culvers of Baldwin, Family Chirocare, TMS Auto, Hulverson Concrete Solutions, Whitecap Financial Advisors, Pete's Construction, American Family Insurance, Village Pharmacy, OEM Fabricators, Precision Excavating Enterprises, Precision Truck Service, Western Wisconsin Health, Bumper to Bumper, and DMS Repair. Thank you, sponsors. Rice Lake coming out with a little token pressure. They will retreat as Clausen is able to beat Schradel and get into their half-court offense. It's a set here. It looked like maybe to try to get Evan a 3, but the ball is reversed before that happened. Cal fakes the 3 and is held by Orr. That might be the quickest and easiest way to get Orr out of this game, is to get him in foul trouble. Good pass from Fritz to Clausen, unable to finish under the hoop there, and Rice Lake comes back. Orr with a quick first step, he's going to kick it out to Strand. 4-3 off back rim. Fritz possesses and he pushes it up to Ryan. Biendel's going to pull up mid-range. Good. The first field goal for the Hawks tonight after 2 free throws brings the Blackhawks within 4. 8-4 Rice Lake leads. 3 1/4 into the game. Orr got free, looked into to Johnson. Ball was deflected. and possessed by the Hawks. Smith looking to post the shorter Orr up. Fritz with a great take. Basket is good. Foul is called. That's going to be the second foul on Connor Durand. And Colin Fritz finds himself with an and one opportunity. And one opportunities at Blackhawk TV are brought to you by Pac-Man's Concrete. You can contact Nick or Jason at 612-804-5222 for any and all of your concrete needs. Fritz will shoot one, looking to cut the lead 2-1. And that free throw is good. So 8-7. 5 quick points by the Hawks cut the 8-2 lead to 1. Orr kicks that one out as he's knocked over. Pass is deflected as they were trying to get the ball back to Orr on the wing. A lot of contact up the court, no whistle. Fritz is looking to make a move. He's got a count going against him. He gets inside, finds Maddox, who fumbles the ball, and it's going to be Ryan Vienendahl from 3, and that's in and out. It's Orr who possesses and up to Eggleston, who has just entered the game for Durand and makes that basket. 3-point lead for Rice Lake. Maddox Mahoney from the baseline, no good, as Brody Paul, senior, number 11, gets ready to check into the game. Johnson from the corner, that's good. Good ball rotation by Rice Lake, and that 1-point lead has been pushed back to 6, which ties the largest lead of this young game. Cal Smith on the wing. Cal was the Middle Border Conference Offensive Player of the Year. Evan good on that baby hook over his right shoulder, left hand. Evan's first basket of the game. He's got 4 on the night. Deep 3 attempt from Strand. It's off the backboard. And the Hawks run, and Maddox Mahoney is blocked from behind. Eggleston with a good block as the Hawks look to push and transition. If you've watched Blackhawks play this year, they've played at a relatively slower tempo through their first 5 games. Johnson no good on that 3 as it hits the top of the backboard. Rebounded by Fritz, he'll walk it up. They played a pretty slow tempo through 5 games, but Saturday hosted Northwestern, who's known for really pushing tempo. And the Hawks not only played Northwestern's game for 36 minutes, but played it better than Northwestern did and came out of this gym with an upset victory. And I think now we're seeing a team that's kind of leaning into playing with pace as Eggleston is fouled. It's going to be 2 shots. 24, that's Maddox, foul number 1. Eggleston good on the first, but a game so far that's looking like, you know, winner is going to score above 60. And Baldwin Woodville traditionally playing more of their games in the 40s, 50s, but to hit 70 against Northwestern. Durand with his 2 fouls is checked back into the game. Also seeing first action for the Blackhawks is junior guard number 23, Jeremy Jacobson. Eggleston missed that second free throw. Fritz's pass is deflected but not possessed by Orr. Brody Paul catches on the three-point line and wisely gets rid of it. Clausen from deep, good. The Blackhawks' first three of the game. Evan Clausen has 7, game high 7 points, as the lead is cut to 2. Rice Lake is led throughout. Orr off for the first time from deep, tipped out. Good pass by Strand. Schradel kicks it back out to Orr. He finds Duran on the opposite wing. Good ball movement by the Warriors. Finds Orr relatively open off the heel, but rebounded by Rice Lake. Eggleston again. And that's going to be a foul on Cal Smith, I believe. Cal's first, Hawks second. Eggleston both times fouled in the act of shooting. He's split the free throws last time. And he's off on his first attempt this trip to the free throw line. In for Rice Lake, Sam Jevney out, Evan Strand, and Eggleston good. So splits those two as well, and he's going to come out of the game, and Will Johnson will return. Looks like a little run and jump here, and forces the turnover. Schradel is fouled, so foul is on Clausen, his first. Schradel will go to the free throw line. Showed a little pressure there, and Hawks kind of throw it away. Schradel makes that. If you've listened to me at all, I talk about how there's different types of turnovers, and the most destructive ones are the live ball turnovers, which is what that was. Is Rice Lake immediately takes possession, is attacking. Clausen splits the trap. It's a diamond press. It's a 1-2-1 press. Another live ball turnover. And then Rice Lake gives it back with the live ball turnover of their own. Obviously making that turnover in the front court a little less harmful than making that type of turnover in the back court. Jacobson, great from the perimeter, off on his first three-point attempt. Paul is able to repossess, give the Hawks an extra possession here. Smith on the turnaround from 12 feet, no good. And Zach Orr, despite being maybe the shortest guy on the floor, finds himself rebounding the ball. JT Schradel, good from 3. It's a 7-point lead, the new largest lead of the game. Strand coming back in. He's coming in for Durand. Durand with a short shift there, but he has 2 fouls. With a 7-point lead, you can reconnecting here. Sorry about that. What you missed was a Jevney three-pointer that did not go in, and a Colin Fritz bucket to cut the lead to 3. Haven't had that issue here for. Haven't had the issue of dropping off the Wi-Fi here at school since the first game of the year, and I have not mentioned at any point after the first game to just wait if that happens, and then I go and mention it tonight, and lo and behold, we lose connectivity. So that Cal Smith follows his second. He checks out of the game. Ryan Vienendahl back in. Schradel makes the free throw
4-point lead. He'll shoot a second now. And that basket is good. Tradle now has 8. Hoping people find their way back here to the game. And again, if that happens again, just wait patiently. It takes about a minute for me to get hooked back up. And water on the floor. And I'm going to pass up on reading this. Well, they're going to talk. So I'm going to tell you about one of our sponsors. Whether we're cooking the perfect butter burger to order or scooping up our freshest batch of the flavor of the day, we work hard to ensure you will always leave happy. We know you have a lot to do and many options to choose from, so we appreciate you when you take the time to visit Culver's of Baldwin. I'm not really sure what that stoppage was. It almost looked like they were forcing Baldwin Woodville to take a timeout. Okay, a moving screen on Brody Paul, his first, team's 5th. As it looks like most of the viewers that we lost are finding their way back. Apologies for that little hiccup. I do not control the internet, so if that happens again, just stay patient. We'll get back online as soon as we can. Good pass from Strand to Johnson, but shot is turned away, and Blackhawks are back on offense. That's a good cut, but Johnson gets a piece of it. Strand with a good attack. Basket's good. His first basket of the game. Rice Lake is pressing. Deflected pass there. Fritz will possess and bring it up. Put a little point forward. He's not typically the first, second, really third or fourth option to bring the ball up the floor, but he can do it. Slow, methodical. Clausen thinks about the three, keeps his foot on the ground. And Fritz with another strong take. And Colin Fritz, who has not done a lot of scoring for the Hawks this year, has 9 in the first half. That's a game high. 9 first half points. Johnson cleans up the mess, makes a basket, 7-point lead, matches the highest of the game. And Evan, while trapped, is going to call a short timeout. 30-second timeout. Members of Wisconsin Credit Union can access account information and take care of most everyday banking needs via Wisconsin Online, the mobile app, and text banking. Immediate access to your Wisconsin accounts is also available 24 hours a day via touchtone phone. Contact Wisconsin Credit Union to learn more. Nielsen's Foods has been serving communities since 1903. We offer full-service caribou coffee, bakery, deli, and meat departments. We pride ourselves with our award-winning Nielsen's Market meats and our friendly staff. Nielsen's vision is to build a strong family of customers and employees by delivering superior service to our customers, offering employee growth opportunities, reinvesting in our stores, and serving in our communities. Game reset here. Warriors 25, Blackhawks 18. 4:50 left in the half. Blackhawks with 5 fouls, Warriors with 3. Baldwin Woodville has used 2 of their 5 allotted timeouts for the game, while Rice Lake still holds all 5 of theirs. Clausen with the attack. He gets up. Shot goes down. He's now matching teammate Fritz with 9. They've got 18 of the Blackhawks 20. Zach Orr, who's been quiet since those 2 made threes, is blocked on his attack. But he comes back up with it. And fires it to Eggleston, who then cut. Ball goes out of bounds. We have a shoe tie there. And Rice Lake is calling off the Dogs for this possession. And looks like they match the Hawks with a little 1-2-2. Smith thinks about it, but moves it to Bienendahl. And Zach Orr finds himself in the right place. And that's not just a coincidence. High IQ basketball players find themselves in the right place at the right time. Loose balls, rebounds. And I'll tell you, Maddox Mahoney, he's another one of those guys. Hawks trying to work the ball around. One noticeable difference is against our zone. Blocked and fouled by Will Svensson, a sophomore, a long sophomore. But yeah, one thing you'll notice, or one thing I've noticed at least, Rice Lake against the Blackhawks zone, moving the ball very quickly. Fritz misses the front end of these 2 shots. And when you move the ball that quick, you're able to just catch the ball open. On the flip side of that, when you're holding the ball, it allows the defense to move. Harder to find open shots. Fritz is good on his second. First player tonight into double figures. The lead is down to 4. Hawks have not led. Rice Lake with the biggest lead of the night at 7. Fritz kind of caught in between there, but smartly does not create too much contact. Oh, I was going to say, a ball was kicked. Late whistle there, but they got it right. Late calls are better than missed calls. Rice Lake going to their bench a little bit more than Baldwin-Woodville thus far, having used 3 players, while the Hawks have only used 2 bench players. Fritz from the corner, he's feeling it. Off, but deflected out by Strand. The pace of this game has slowed. Three is way off. That 3 good by Strand. Matching their biggest lead of 7. And it's going to be a foul on Orr, his second. Coach Orr Not thrilled about that call. Cal Smith with the mid-range shot off, and he's going to commit foul number 3. Not how you want to spend the first half. He's going to watch the last 86 seconds from the bench. Jacobson quickly checks in for him. And the Warriors are looking to extend this lead, as this has matched their largest lead, which they've held, I believe, 3 times tonight. Or catch, shoot, off back rim, rebounded by Ryan Vienendahl. Maddox Mahoney, who had such a great game on Saturday, both scoring and rebounding, has been held scoreless as Clausen's shot is deflected by Strand, but then turned right back over. I think Coach Benoit is asking Evan to hold it for one. You can do that because the zone is sitting back. You want your first best shot, and you make that move with 30 seconds. You have more ticks to do, and if you make that first move with 12 seconds. So as the clock ticks to 10, the Hawks just move it around the perimeter. Vienendahl is blocked, and Clausen on the turnover is short. It's going to end half number 1 as Rice Lake jogs into their locker room up 7, 28-21. We're going to have some little dribblers, so we'll have wide angle here on the screen. They'll play music, so we have to turn our mics off. And we will be back to recap half number 1 and preview half number 2 here in a few minutes. All right, welcome back to half number 2. Some totals here from the first 18 minutes. So for the Blackhawks, Evan Clausen with 9, Colin Fritz with 9, Ryan Vienendahl with 2. That doesn't add up. Colin Fritz actually has 10. So Colin Fritz with 10, Evan Clausen with 9, Ryan Vienendahl with 2. That's 21. In foul trouble for the Hawks, Cal Smith has 3. Nobody else with more than 1. On the Rice Lake side of the ledger, Colton Eggleston has 4 points. Evan Strand has 5 points. Zach Orr has 6 points. JT Schradel has 8 points. And Will Johnson has 5 points. I believe that adds up to 28. Connor Durand and Zach Orr with 2 fouls apiece. The largest lead of the game so far is the current 7 that you see on the scoreboard. Rice Lake was able to push it to 7 a few times, and that is where things stand as of now. The game started off with a faster pace and more scoring. I believe it was like 13-9, 6 minutes into the game, and the final 2/3 of the half saw Rice Lake outscore the Hawks 15-12. So a game that looks to be played at a pace that Baldwin Woodville is more used to, but not necessarily a pace that has led to more success for the Blackhawks. Additionally, Rice Lake, their leading scorer Zach Orr, had 2 threes early where they didn't even graze rim. It was just the bottom of the net, and he, I think, shot 3 more and missed all 3, but the scoring slack was picked up as Strand, Schradel, and Johnson all connected from distance. From the free throw line, Rice Lake 5 for 8 in the first half. Baldwin Woodville 4 for 5. I did not see Coach Benoit signal anything different to the scorers table, so I'd anticipate they will use their same starters despite Smith having 3. That's kind of a coaching preference thing. I always tried my best to not have anybody come into the second half with 3 fouls by simply removing you from the game and keeping you on the bench with 2 fouls in the first half. That was just an understood rule. Now here we go. Jeremy Jacobson is in place of Cal Smith, as Cal, as I mentioned, having the 3 fouls. Jacobson back. Rolled his ankle, I believe, at Somerset a couple weeks ago. Like to see him get going from distance in the second half. Or penetrates, kicks out to Schradel. Schradel's held by Mahoney, his second. So Maddox, the second leading scorer and leading rebounder for the Hawks, held scoreless in half number 1. And a good bucket there by Johnson. So on the first possession of the second half, Rice Lake has now extended their largest lead of the night to 9. Rice Lake matched up man-to-man. Good flex cut there. Clausen comes up short, but Schradel got ahead of himself there and failed to collect the rebound and fumbled out of bounds. Fritz Jacobson here on the inbound. There's been a number of times where I think the Blackhawk players have wanted to catch and shoot, but the length of Rice Lake has convinced them otherwise. Jacobson on that wing three. I think he wanted it, but it was just like, yeah, I don't know if I can get it over the outstretched arms. And Schradel's long, Strand is long. Jacobson there again. He's going to dribble off and take that shot off the heel. Shooting off the dribble, much more difficult than shooting off the catch. Durand in trouble, kicks it out to a teammate. Schradel tries to take Jacobson off the dribble. Strand, Johnson. And now Orr is going to get a step on Veenendahl. Kicks it out to Schradel for three, and that is good. So a long offensive possession ends in a basket, extending the Rice Lake lead to 12. And the first 5 points of half number 2 belong to the Warriors. Schradel has 11. Clausen gets the scoring started in the second half for the Hawks. Now he's got 11. Schradel and Clausen each with game highs. Fritz, the only other player in double figures, as the Hawks continue to be Clausen, Fritz, Ryan Veenendahl with that one basket. Leads down to 10. Hawks just not able to find the shot they like. Fritz with a good move. Always so good around the basket. He's got 5 two-point field goals and 12 points on the night. I would assume, without looking, that's easily a season high for Colin. Colin leaves Johnson to help. And Johnson with an easy layup. 10-point lead. Firehelm Langer is a CPA firm with offices in Baldwin, Ellsworth, and River Falls. At Firehelm Langer, our clients are our top priority. We offer the skills and expertise of a large CPA firm combined with the personal attention and responsiveness of a smaller firm. When you partner with us, we take the time to get to know you, understand your goals, and build a lasting professional relationship. We invite you to turn to us at Firehelm Langer for bookkeeping services, payroll services, financial projections, tax preparation, tax planning, and all of your accounting and tax needs. The market is changing. Take advantage of our combined 30-plus years of experience to guide you through it. Call Don at 715-684-9541 or Andrew at 715-928-0410 of Timmerman Realtors for all your realty needs. So Rice Lake, quick timeout after that basket. And they're going to switch now from their man defense to their 3-2 or 1-2-2, however you want to look at it. It's an odd man front, so you're going to attack that with even guards up top. Hawks exchanging their top guards. And that pass is deflected and stolen by Orr. And he's going to go right at Clausen. And the layup is good. So Zach Orr's first field goal since that second three, which came probably about 90 seconds into the game. He's now got 8. Explosive player, as you saw right there. Clausen from range, good. Evan Clausen hits his second three of the night. Game high 14. Lead was 12, now cut to 9. Schradel maybe gets away with a little hook there. Gives him 13 on the night. Cal Smith, Brody Paul checking in for Baldwin Woodville. Saturday saw the Hawks. I mean, they weren't
entirely balanced, but a number of Blackhawks in the point column. And tonight, as mentioned a number of times, it's been Fritz or it's been Clausen, with one Ryan Wiedendahl mid-range jumper included. Rice Lake with 5 different guys scoring. Strand misses the 3 attempt. Evans just can't corral it. He's trying to box out, couldn't get his hands free to catch it. Ball hits the baseline. Maddox and Jeremy Jacobson will sit. Also in for Rice Lake, Colton Eggleston. JT Schradel and his 13 points will get a breather. Orr's just got really good handles. The ball's exactly where he wants it to be. Good job by Ryan Wiedendahl with the layup. 4 points now for Ryan Wiedendahl. Good steal, good layup. Lead to single digits. Dane Wiedendahl set to check, get his first action of the night. Durand, who has not scored, is way long on that 3-point attempt. Brody Paul finds it in the lane. He's going to kick it out. Didn't really catch it in a scoring position. That's a much better scoring position. And he converts, deflected from behind. Paul able to power through it. His first basket, lead down to 7. Johnson way off on his 3, but Eggleston gathers the rebound. And he's going to get a look from deep, and he knocks it down. Colton Eggleston hits a 3. He's got 7. Full timeout by Rice Lake. Bumper to Bumper is a locally owned and operated driving school located in Somerset. We offer complete driver's education and training consisting of online classroom, in-person classroom instruction, and behind-the-wheel training. So if you're getting ready to apply for your Wisconsin State driver's license, or if you're an adult and just need a refresher course, then Bumper to Bumper is here to help. Visit online at www.btbsdllc.com. Precision Truck Service is a full-service heavy truck and trailer repair shop located in Baldwin and offering all types of general repair for heavy truck and trailer, diesel, mobile service, alignments, computer diagnostics, welding and fabrication, and sandblasting. As a Michelin heavy truck tire dealer, we offer best in pricing on Michelin, BFG, and Uniroyal tire brands, balancing and installation. Give us a call at 715-760-0768 or stop in. We are located conveniently on the north side of Baldwin under the water tower. Strikers Lanes and Sports Bar at 780 Cedar Street in Baldwin offers something for everyone. If you are interested in the competition and camaraderie of a team, come join one of the bowling leagues offering men, women, couples, seniors, and youth leagues that run from September through April. Reserve an open bowling time for family, friends, work, or birthday parties. When you get hungry or thirsty from all the bowling fun or while watching the big screens on the mini big screen TVs, Strikers Sports Bar is sure to satisfy. Check out our menu and weekly food and drink specials at strikerslanes.com. Rice Lake now throwing that press back. Looks more like a man press this time. Hawks break it easily, and Rice Lake in a man defense. So they've seen a variety of different looks from Rice Lake. Harder to go from a zone press to man-to-man. In this instance, they go man press back to man. And Fritz, no good from deep. Dane Wiedendahl gets his hand on it. And the ball is knocked free and recovered by Brody Paul, and the Hawks get another look. Smith in the lane. He's going up against someone much bigger. Off the heel, rebounded by Strand. And a 10-point lead remains intact as Rice Lake walks it up the floor, knowing the clock is on their side. Deflected by Fritz, saved, but past Paul into the hands of Durand. Clausen going the other way. Fritz has not made a 3 tonight. He's shot 2. Gets to the rack there. It's going to be a foul on Brody Paul as he tries to go through Evan Strand. Brody's second of the night. Checking in for Rice Lake, Eggleston and Svensson. And as we wait, St. Croix Garage Doors provides Western Wisconsin with top quality garage door sales, service, and installation. We probably serve Baldwin, Woodville, Hudson, Richmond, River Falls, Stillwater, Menominee, and surrounding areas. Give Brian a call today at 715-789-8989. Excuse me, 781-8989 for a quote installer service. Zach Orr from deep off the front rim. Brody Paul gets his hands on it, and Svensson dislodges it by grabbing Paul's wrist. It's going to be Svensson's second. So far, pretty clean half. Only 3 fouls, 2 by Baldwin Woodville, 1 by Rice Lake. Halfway through. Lazy pass. Deflected, but possessed by Cal Smith as he works against JT Schradel. Fritz uses the spin to the baseline, reverse layup. Fouled, and it's going to be Svensson's third. His third foul. He's played probably about 3 minutes tonight and committed 3 fouls. Collins going to go to the line and shoot 2. He's 2 for 3 on the night. 12 points. Fritz is good on the first. Blackhawks 5 for 6 from the stripe so far this evening. Checking in for Rice Lake, number 0, Connor Durand. He is a junior, and checking out is Evan Strand, also a junior. Eggleston and Schradel, the lone seniors on the Rice Lake roster this year. Fritz good on the second. 14 for the senior, who recently announced a commitment to go play football at Whitewater. Whitewater's been a perennial powerhouse in Division III football. The WIAC, a very good football conference. Collin goes for the steal, is short. Brody Paul comes through, blocks, but swings. And the swing is going to get you whistled every time. JT Schradel back to the line. He's 3 for 4. 13 points tonight. Looking to add to that, and he does. Schradel, Clausen, Fritz, all with 14 right now. And Schradel now game high 15. Clausen weaving through traffic. And ball is turned over. Baldwin Woodville, full timeout.
Since 1935, Baldwin Greenhouse has been serving Baldwin and the surrounding areas by offering the freshest flowers, plants, and gifts for any occasion. Some of the flowers and many of the plants are grown right on site. They'd love to help you with anything you need. You can give them a call at 715-684-2104 or visit online at baldwingreenhouse.com. Precision Excavating Enterprises is a full-service excavating, grading, and trucking contractor located in Baldwin, offering all types of residential and commercial earth-moving, septic systems, demolition, landscaping, driveways, and building sites. Our trucking division offers dump truck, grain hopper, and flatbed hauling services, sand, gravel, fill delivery. Serving the Baldwin and surrounding western Wisconsin areas, give us a call at 715-760-0768 for free estimates. And finally, A-Star Concrete Pumping is proud to be family-owned and operated in Wisconsin. We pride ourselves on maintaining a high-quality, unique fleet and very knowledgeable staff to complete all projects. From smaller residential projects to large-scale commercial enterprises, A-Star Concrete Pumping has the equipment, staff, and experience to handle all of your concrete needs. You can contact them at 715-246-3920. It's been a pretty good winter season here so far for the boys and girls basketball team. Girls on a 4-game winning streak, 6-2 overall. Boys 5-1 coming into tonight's play. Coach Benoit looking for a travel call on Tradle as he pivoted out of the lane. Tradle from range, off back iron. Svensson with the rebound, finds Duran, kicks it out to Eggleston, who is pushed. We're going to get Clausen with a push, his second. Cal Smith with the steal and the layup. Cal's first basket cuts the lead to 8. Oh, good pass from Orr to Duran. Duran makes his first basket of the night. Lead back up to 10. Vienendahl struggle a little bit there to get the ball in against Svensson's leg. Now Svensson's going to hang back and he's going to run and jump. Actually cut Orr off, which made it easier for Evan to break that press, but Ryan catches it in the corner, which you largely try to avoid. Orr misses the steal attempt. Cal Smith from 3 short. Rebounded by Clausen, and I think he's going to look to score. Instead, he kicks it out to Fritz, who pulls the trigger, and it's good. Colin Fritz. 17 tonight. I think we've all been waiting to see when the Colin Fritz scoring would start, and it started tonight for the Hawks. 7-point lead. Ball goes out on Eggleston. Johnson and Strand back in the game. And this is the time for the Hawks to make that run. Orr's drawn the assignment on Clausen, and you wonder if Evan's going to try to use his size advantage. He can get to the good take by Cal. Deflected, out of bounds. It'll stay on this side of the gym. Good anticipation by Duran to steal that inbounds pass. Strand in the post, kicks out. Johnson, three's no good. Coach Benoit looking to make things go, and Clausen to Vienendahl, and it's another basket for Ryan Vienendahl. He's got 6. And the Hawks keep chipping away at that lead. Was 12, now 5, with 5 and change left. Schradel's been Rice Lake's best player tonight. Good take by the senior. 17, according to my notes. Rice Lake looking to jump, and they do. And it's going to be picked off by Schradel. He dishes it off to Orr, who's contested. Layup no good, but Schradel rebounds, and he will finish. 5-point lead quickly expands to 9 as the run and jump press turned the Hawks over. Live ball turnover leads directly to a basket, and it's a full timeout by Coach Benoit and the Hawks. As we look here at the last couple minutes, I want to thank all of our sponsors here one more time.
Baldwin Greenhouse, Firehelm Langer, Nielsen's Foods, St. Croix Garage Door, Strikers Lanes and Sports Bar, Timmerman Realty, Wisconsin Credit Union, St. Croix Custom Apparel, Baldwin Lightstream, CW Garage Door Distribution, Fenner and Jewelers, Schaefer Financial Services, Blackhawk Garage Door, O'Connell Funeral Homes, A-Star Concrete, Culvers of Baldwin, Family Chiro Care, TMS Auto, Hulverson Concrete Solutions, White Cat Financial Advisors, Pete's Construction, American Family Insurance, Village Pharmacy, OEM Fabricators, Precision Excavating Enterprises, Precision Truck Service, Western Wisconsin Health, Bumper to Bumper, and DMS Repair. Thank you to all of our sponsors at Blackhawk TV. If sponsoring or advertising with us is something that you would like to learn more about, you can go to www.blackhawk-tv.com, and there is a link right at the top that says advertise with us. You can look at all the information. There's an email address. My phone number is even on there, and you can certainly reach out and connect with me. Obviously, with a little bit of the season left, rates would all be prorated, or wanted that one to be called off Clausen. Here's Evan on the block, but he's matched up against Strand, who's longer than Orr. It's going to be a body call as Paul catches it in the lane. 24, Schradel, his first. Hawks have had trouble getting the ball in on these baseline out of bounds plays. Fritz never panics and always gets a basket. He doesn't always make it, but he always gets a good look at the basket. 19 for the senior. Or with the hesitation dribble, draws a foul. 20 White is Ryan Vienendahl, his first. Hawks will need to be a little more intentional about how they foul now as the bonus approaches. Good cut, good pass. Johnson for 2. Leads back up to 9. Press is in effect. The run and jump press, you wait till you can see the ear of the ball handler if you're off ball. That tells you he doesn't see you coming. You try to sneak up and create that trap. Clausen catch, shoot, good. Evan Clausen's third triple of the night. He's got 17. The lead expands. The Hawks bring it back. It's now 6. They were within 5 a couple minutes ago. There's 3 minutes left. Active hands by Ryan Vienendahl. Schradel's been excellent tonight. Johnson's got 11. Good cut, but in and out. And the Hawks, down 6, have a chance to make this one-possession game, but Zach Orr rips it from Evan. And he's now got 10. And Coach Benoit calls his 4th. A full timeout. So Hawks get a break, get a rebound. Down 6 with the possession. And Zach Orr is able to pick the pocket of Evan Clausen to make an uncontested layup. Lead is now 8. For fans of Blackhawk TV, and thanks for joining us, obviously, on a Thursday, the first day of winter, and felt a little more like winter for today than it has in the past, but you can support us by liking our videos, subscribing to our channel. There's a member function now where you can join the fan club. I believe there's a whopping 4 members of our fan club. Right now, the benefits of the fan club are still to be determined. One thing fan club members can do is use the chat box. I just want to thank everybody for coming to watch tonight, supporting Blackhawk TV. The day and age of being able to watch almost any high school basketball game from your living room is a whole lot of fun, in my opinion. It'd be a little bit more fun if I could do this from my living room, but we're not there yet. So it's going to be Veenendaal bringing the ball up the court. I think you're looking for that's a Strand foul, his first. And Rice Lake has fouls to give, so they can really interrupt what the Hawks are trying to do offensively with this 8-point deficit. I think if you're Coach Benoit, you're telling your guys, listen, we want to either get the ball to Colin on the block or put Evan in a position where he can catch and shoot it. What we don't want to do is we don't want to turn the ball over. Maybe got away with a carry, but Durand finishes. So after getting in early foul trouble, Connor Durand now with the second bucket leads up to 10. And the Hawks are going to have to get serious in a hurry. Brody Paul misses from point-blank range. Schradel clears. Zach Orr attacks and fires it well over the head of Will Johnson. Just misses Kelly Larson in the stands, and Kelly's daughter. And another turnover and another finish. Lead is back up to 12, which is the highest we've seen it all night. Some unfortunate turnovers here late in the game. Strand slips, and the student section, they're going to let him hear about it. Cal, step back three, good. He's got 5, lead is 9. It's not over yet, but you got to go up and get it. You got to go up and get the ball. And if you commit a foul, that's okay. Your active hands. Rice Lake is going to be content not shooting, so the fouling has to occur. And you don't want Cal to necessarily foul because he's got 3. So it's going to be Colin Fritz who commits his first. Colin's pretty familiar with spending time in foul trouble so late in the game. His ability to foul, it's unique, but he does it. Now Rice Lake will shoot 1 to get 1 more for the next 3. And you try to just elongate this game as much as possible at this point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. That looked very much like a violation. Colin Fritz, and it's Cal Smith, and Colin's going to catch, shoot a 3 off the front of the rim. Evan goes up high for that rebound, and he misses. Colin Fritz, back to Cal, 4-3, short, and it's going to go off Evan. A barrage of activity there, and nothing there for the Hawks, even though they got multiple looks. It's going to be a full timeout by Coach Benoit.
Looking at the scores here for tonight, Cal Smith currently with 5. Evan Clausen with 17. Colin Fritz with 19. Brody Paul with 2. Ryan Veenendaal with 6 on the Rice Lake side. Connor Durand with 6. Colton Eggleston with 7. Evan Strand with 5. Zach Orr with 10. JT Schradel with 19. And Will Johnson with 11. It's 58-49. Rice Lake Warriors, I believe the Blackhawks have exhausted their allotment of timeouts. Going to have some time off here from streaming here at Blackhawk TV. If you have not and are interested sat down with Coach Benoit on Tuesday night. We talked Blackhawk basketball for about a half hour. That is up on Blackhawk TV, and was able to sit down with Coach English of the girls program last night. We talked for probably, I don't know, 24 minutes or so about their current 4-game winning streak. So if you're interested and bored in the next couple of days, certainly watch that. Ryan Veenendahl is going to foul Zach Orr. Probably not the guy that I would want to send to the free throw line, but at this point you can't be overly selective. Orr is good on that one. He's now got 11. Below his season average. Played a very steady game tonight for the Warriors. And now 12. Looking for the first. And this is the old strategy. You're not in the bonus. You have fouls to give. Hawks in transition. Well-coached team. Take that foul. Slow things down. In the NBA, probably a take foul. But this is high school basketball, and it's just, you know what? We'll make them reset. Got one more foul to give. They don't give it there. They do on a shot. Not what you want if you're a Rice Lake fan. Colin Fritz with his 7th two-point field goal. He's going to go back to the free throw line. And one opportunities here. Blackhawk TV brought to you by Pac-Man's Concrete. Contact Nick or Jason, 612-804-5222 for any and all of your concrete needs. Fritz is good. He's now got 22. Lead is 8. And a hold there on the Hawks, which is really a good foul. No clocks off, no ticks off the clock. Ryan's 3rd. Now who got held? It was Zach Orr, and don't feel great about that. Trading. Well, I guess we got 3 last time. You can trade 3 for 2. It's just going to take longer than 19 seconds to get over that. That was missed, but rebounded by Strand. And now fouled is Pierce Hastreter. And the front end is missed on that free throw. So quick 3 here, and you never know what can happen. Fritz from long range. It's off the heel. Rebounded by Rice Lake under 5, and they're just going to walk it out, and that will do it for this non-conference game. Rice Lake 60, Baldwin Woodville 52. Well-fought game by both teams. At this point, it's pretty much into the holiday break, so I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas. Stay safe, stay healthy. Enjoy the time with family if you are able. We'll be back here in a couple weeks. Thanks for joining us tonight. So long, everyone.